The natural world is full of surprises. Some creatures are so bizarre, they look like they were designed by science fiction writers, not by evolution. But behind every strange appearance lies a fascinating story about survival, adaptation, and the mysteries of life on Earth. Today, we're counting down the top 10 strangest animals you won't believe actually exist, and diving into the wild backstories behind each one. Glass frog. Imagine walking to the rainforest at night and seeing a frog that looks almost invisible. That's a glass frog, a small amphibian native to Central and South America. What makes it strange isn't its size, but its skin. Its underside is so transparent that you can see its organs, its beating heart, and even its food digesting in its stomach. This see-through ability isn't just weird, it's genius. The frog spends most of its time on the underside of leaves, and the transparency helps it blend in with its surroundings. Predators looking for a quick meal have a much harder time spotting it. Scientists believe this camouflage evolved as a survival trick against birds and snakes. But the glass frog's strangeness doesn't stop at its skin. During mating season, males guard egg clutches with intense dedication, even fighting off wasps and larger predators. Some biologists even use the frog's body as a living model to study how organs work in real time. Nature basically gave us a biological window into life itself. Shoebill stork. The shoebill stork looks like it belongs in a dinosaur movie rather than modern Earth. Standing up to 5 feet tall with a massive shoe-shaped beak, this bird is both fascinating and intimidating. Its piercing stare and slow, deliberate movements give it an almost robotic quality. Native to the swamps of East Africa, the shoebill is a master hunter. Unlike other birds that chase or dive, it stands perfectly still, sometimes for hours, waiting for the perfect moment. When prey like fish, frogs, or even baby crocodiles pass by, the shoebill's enormous beak slams down with lightning speed. Its hunting style has earned it the nickname statue bird. Local legends often compare it to spirits or prehistoric creatures. Tourists who encounter the shoebill often describe the experience as unnerving because the bird will lock eyes with you and refuse to look away, almost as if it's sizing you up. For centuries, this bird remained hidden in remote wetlands, which only added to its mysterious reputation. Today, conservationists are working to protect the shoebill, since habitat loss is threatening its survival. Yeti crab. Deep in the Pacific Ocean, near hydrothermal vents where boiling water and toxic chemicals gush from the Earth's crust, lives one of the strangest animals ever discovered, the Yeti crab. Found in 2005, it instantly caught the world's attention because its claws and legs are covered in silky white hairs, making it look like a miniature underwater yeti. But those hairs aren't just for looks. They're home to colonies of bacteria. The crab actually uses its furry claws to grow these bacteria, which help detoxify the poisonous chemicals in its environment. Scientists believe the crab even eats some of the bacteria as food. It's like carrying around your own farm on your arms. The environment it calls home is so extreme, completely dark, scorching hot, and poisonous, that it challenges our understanding of where life can exist. The discovery of the Yeti crab proved that life can thrive in places once thought uninhabitable. For marine biologists, this crab isn't just a curiosity. It's a symbol of resilience and adaptability in the harshest corners of our planet. Pink fairy armadillo. At just 6 inches long, the pink fairy armadillo is the smallest and perhaps the strangest armadillo in the world. With its rosy pink shell and fluffy white underbelly, it looks like something out of fairy tale. But don't let the cute appearance fool you. This tiny creature is a master of survival in the harsh deserts of Argentina. The pink color of its shell comes from blood vessels close to the surface, which help it regulate body temperature in extreme climates. Its shovel-like claws allow it to swim through sand almost like a fish in water. In fact, it spends so much time underground that local farmers sometimes only know it's around when they see tunnels mysteriously appear overnight. This little armadillo is so rare and elusive that scientists hardly know anything about it. In fact, many locals who live near its habitat have never even seen one. Its shy nature, combined with the fact that it almost always stays underground, makes it one of the most mysterious mammals alive today. Unfortunately, habitat destruction and climate change threaten its survival, making sightings even rarer. Proboscis monkey. If you ever visit the mangrove forest of Borneo, you might come across one of the strangest primates in the world, the proboscis monkey. What makes it so unusual is right in its name, its giant, drooping nose. Some noses can grow over 7 inches long, making a monkey look both comical and bizarre. But this isn't just a random quirk of nature. Scientists believe the male's noses evolved to attract females. The bigger the nose, the more it amplifies a monkey's call, which signals strength and dominance to potential mates. In the monkey world, the nose is basically a megaphone of masculinity. Proboscis monkeys are also excellent swimmers, often diving into rivers to escape predators like crocodiles. Their webbed feet and hands make them look clumsy on land, but surprisingly agile in the water. Sadly, these unique monkeys are endangered, as deforestation and hunting continue to shrink their habitat. For conservationists, saving the proboscis monkey means protecting one of evolution's funniest and most fascinating experiments. Narwhal, the unicorn of the sea. For centuries, sailors returned from the Arctic with tales of sea unicorns. They brought back long, spiraled tusks that looked like something straight out of a fantasy novel. These weren't props or myths. They belonged to the narwhal, one of the ocean's most mysterious whales. Narwhals live in the icy waters around Greenland, Canada, and Russia. Their most iconic feature is that enormous tusk, which is actually an overgrown tooth that can reach up to 10 feet long. For a long time, nobody knew its purpose. Was it a weapon? A drill? A way to break through ice? Today, scientists believe the tusk is a highly sensitive tool filled with millions of nerve endings that detect temperature, salinity, and pressure in the water. But there's more. Male narwhals often use their tusks in behavior called tusking, where they rub them together in what looks like a sword fight. Some think this is a form of social bonding. Others believe it's a show of dominance. Either way, the narwhal's strange appearance fueled centuries of legend, giving rise to the myth of the unicorn. Leafy sea dragon, the ocean's disguised master. In the waters off southern Australia drifts one of the most breathtaking yet bizarre creatures, the leafy sea dragon. Closely related to seahorses, this animal looks more like a piece of floating seaweed than a living fish. Covered in delicate leaf-like appendages, it sways with the ocean currents, becoming almost invisible to predators. Its appearance is so convincing that even scuba divers swimming right next to one often can't see it until it moves. But unlike seahorses, leafy sea dragons don't use their tails to cling to things. They simply drift along with the current, blending perfectly into the kelp forest they call home. What's even stranger, like seahorses, it's the male leafy sea dragon that carries and hatches the eggs. Females deposit their eggs on the underside of the male's tail, and he fertilizes and protects them until they hatch. This bizarre gender role reversal has fascinated marine biologists for decades. Because of their rarity and beauty, leafy sea dragons are considered a marine treasure and a reminder of just how creative evolution can be. Blobfish, the deep-sea survivor. In 2013, the blobfish gained worldwide fame when it was voted the world's ugliest animal. Pictures showed a saggy, sad-looking fish with drooping skin and a big frown. But here's the twist. The blobfish doesn't actually look like that in its natural habitat. Blobfish live thousands of feet below the ocean surface, where the pressure is more than 100 times greater than at sea level. Down there, they look like fairly normal fish because the pressure holds their bodies together. It's only when they're brought to the surface that their bodies collapse, turning them into the gelatinous blobs we see in viral photos. So in reality, the blobfish isn't ugly. It's perfectly adapted to an extreme environment. Its squishy, boneless body acts like a built-in pressure suit, allowing it to survive where most creatures will be crushed instantly. Far from being a freak accident, the blobfish is a symbol of survival in one of the most hostile habitats on Earth. Ai, the lemur of nightmares. In Madagascar, there lives a primate so strange that local villagers once believed it brought death and bad luck. This is the ai, a nocturnal lemur with huge glowing eyes, scruffy fur, and, most disturbingly, a long, bony middle finger it uses to hunt for food. The ai taps on trees, listening for hollow sounds that reveal insect tunnels beneath the bark. Once it finds a hollow spot, it uses its bizarre finger like a fishing rod, sliding it into the wood to hook out juicy grubs. This hunting method, called percussive foraging, is so unusual that no other primate in the world does it. But because of its eerie appearance and strange behavior, local myths grew around the ai. Many believed it was an omen of death, leading to centuries of hunting and killing. Today, conservationists are working hard to protect the ai and teach people that it's not a monster, but an important part of Madagascar's ecosystem. What once seemed like a creature of nightmares is actually one of evolution's most brilliant problem solvers. Axolotl, the eternal youth of the animal kingdom. Our number one strangest animal is a creature that refuses to grow up, the axolotl. Native to lakes near Mexico City, the axolotl is a type of salamander with feathery gills that stick out of its head like tiny pink antlers. Unlike most amphibians, it never fully develops into its adult form. Instead, it stays in a permanent juvenile stage for its entire life. This condition, called neoteny, gives the axolotl its cute, almost cartoon-like appearance. But behind that cuteness lies an incredible scientific secret. Axolotls can regenerate almost any part of their body. Lost a leg? It grows back. Damaged its spinal cord? It heals. Even parts of its brain and heart can regenerate. Because of this, scientists study axolotls extensively, hoping to unlock the secrets of regeneration for human medicine. In Mexican culture, the axolotl also holds deep symbolic meaning, often associated with Aztec mythology and the god Xolotl. Unfortunately, pollution and habitat destruction have left wild axolotls critically endangered, though they remain widespread in captivity around the world. The axolotl isn't just strange. It's a living miracle, holding secrets that could one day change the future of medicine. And there you have it, the 10 strangest animals on Earth, each with a story as fascinating as their appearance. From sea unicorns to eternal salamanders, these creatures remind us that our planet is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered. Which of these animals blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing top 10 stories.